It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business.
Please welcome aboard Airline
When the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on. From this Christmas.
Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. We are super excited that we are finally getting on our Disney cruise. This has been such a long process and a long time coming. As you can see, we are boarding the Magical Express now, which is Disney's provided transportation. They take us from Orlando Airport or any of the resorts at Disney to Port Canaveral, Florida, which is where we board our cruise. Since the pandemic has been occurring and cruising has restarted, Disney has been requiring all passengers to have a COVID test before they board the ship. So when we arrive at the cruise terminal, we are going to get off the bus and go into these tents that provide the COVID test.
There it is, look.
Each passenger, whether they're vaccinated or not, must have a COVID test. And all passengers that are sailing currently, as of December 2021, must have a COVID test before they are able to sail. Children under the age of 12 are currently in December allowed to sail with a pre-test before we even flew to Florida. But if children over the age of 5 are vaccinated, then they don't have to have that pre-test. As of January 2022, everybody over the age of 5 must be fully vaccinated.
We got our little papers here. Our little testing kit. Here we go. That was very easy. Just now we are waiting on our test results. We got our noses swabbed and they worked with us step by step, and now we wait for our email to come in. Once we get cleared, we can get on the ship. Yay. Well, people are starting to leave, so I'm over here like hitting refresh 8,000 times. I just want to get on the ship. We've been sitting here for about 35 minutes. They said it would take up to 45 minutes to an hour, so any minute now, I'm sure.
I drew this.
You drew it. It's so pretty. Awesome. So now we wait some more. We're clear to sail.
Waiting on Emma.
I know.
Once we got the all clear, we headed over across the road from the tents that we did the COVID testing in to passport control or customs. So we waited in line, showed them our passports, and they checked everything. Then we were able to go into the beautiful Disney cruise terminal. We have watched so many YouTube videos of families and people visiting the Disney Cruise Line, and I think this was the first moment that it just seemed so real. Being able to go in here, seeing the model of the ship and the Mickey ears in the entrance, and all of this was just in a dream. So it was really, really wonderful to finally be here and get to see everything ourselves in person.
First flake of snow is set to fall today. It comes to say that Christmas is on its merry way. And for every single child, there's a gift on Santa's sleigh.
Here we go. Hello. Hello.
What is your last name?
Elrod.
Elrod?
Elrod.
Elrod. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Disney Fantasy, please welcome aboard the Elrod family.
Oh my gosh, it's so
Disney Fantasy, please welcome aboard the Great Bird family. Disney Fantasy, please welcome the Smith family.
You're finally on board.
Oh my gosh. Look at Mickey and Minnie.
Dance.
As you can see, once you get on board, they announce your name of your party or your family to the whole ship, which is awesome. And then we are escorted to a spot where you can have a socially distanced version of the sail away party. Previously, they had a massive party on deck where everybody would get together and celebrate leaving port, but this is the new version, and I thought it was actually pretty cool. So everybody stood on their little spot and enjoyed a little dance and celebratory fun from Mickey and Minnie and the other cast members.
Mustard station. They're gonna give us some mustard
We gotta go get some hot dogs.
and mustard.
No.
A hot diggity
I
dog
don't like
mustard.
I don't like mustard.
Whoa, sing it, Emma.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
After we had our fun little dance party, every passenger is required to go to their muster drill. Not mustard, as we were jokingly saying before, but before you would go to your room and they would do this big safety drill. But now you just go to your station and you watch a short little video, you check in, you make sure that you take a picture of your marker where your room is supposed to go. And once you do that through the Disney Cruise Line app and they check you off as being good, then you're able to carry on with the rest of your day. We got a little bit lost on where exactly we were supposed to go, so we realized, oops, we passed it. So we turned around and went back. Directly after, we of course went to Cabanas for lunch because we were starving.
Okay, so we have a chocolate mousse, a raspberry creme brulee type thing. This is the dates and pecan pudding, Oreo cake, and
Pumpkin pie.
pumpkin pie. So we're gonna try it out.
I'm gonna try it.
We were told that directly after going to have a quick lunch at Cabanas that we needed to go to the pools. So we made sure to pack all of the essentials like our bathing suits in our bags that we brought with us. The rest of our luggage went directly to our room from the hotel that morning. They took it with them, and that was probably one of my favorite things because we didn't have to carry them around while we were doing all this testing and getting on board, and we just waited for them to show up at our rooms. We were able to finally go to our rooms around 3:30 in the afternoon, and they leave our key to the world cards waiting for us outside of our rooms. And once we receive one each, we were able to go ahead and get into our room and check it out. We had suite 9114, and it was a veranda room, which means that we have a balcony. I think I was most excited about having the balcony just because I really wanted to make sure that I could see the ocean. I have always gotten seasick, and I didn't know how this was going to go. I was actually pretty worried about it. So I had my sea bands on ready to go, had taken the non-drowsy Dramamine, which is just basically ginger pills, a few days before the cruise, and continued to take them for the first few days until I was brave enough to try to go without them. And I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't need them. I did continue to wear the sea bands for the entire time. But as you can see, the balcony is the most exciting part. It is well worth the extra little bit that it costs. I think that just having that sea breeze every day in the mornings and in the afternoons and even at night, we opened the door when it was pitch black out. It was so wonderful to have. After exploring our room, we were off to explore the ship some more, and we were able to check in for the youth activities, which means that the girls would get their magic bands. They got a special lock put on, that way they were not going to lose them all week and they could swim with them and everything. This allowed them to get in and out of the kids club whenever they wanted to go. Directly after that, we were in search of ice cream. That was our main goal on this cruise, was ice cream.
Whoa.
Look at the characters.
Oh my goodness.
May I have your attention, please? The mandatory guest safety briefing will begin shortly. By now, most, if not all of you, will have been to your designated assembly station and checked in. However, if you have not visited your assembly station, we suggest that you
Well, you're on a fancy cruise.
Well, after viewing us leaving port on the deck, we made our way to Enchanted Garden for dinner. We did feel a little bit lost at first because everything is so overwhelming, but we were able to find our way. There's plenty of maps and plenty of amazing cast members. The first thing they ask you when you get to their restaurant is what your table number is. We were table 79, and we kept our wait staff the entire trip, Duval and Howard.
We made it to Enchanted Gardens, and so far we have our mommy and daddy drinks. The girls each have a cute little Shirley Temple in these kid cups, and we've dived into our bread. So
the raisins are really good in it.
yeah, we're usually not fans. We're not friends of raisins. We're not fans of raisins usually. So, and these girls are playing.
Sip it once, sip it twice. Turn around, touch the ground, kick the bad guy out of town, now freeze.
Someday my prince will come.
Hey, Emma.
So I got the prime rib, and he got the sea scallops. Autumn got the turkey bolognese. Willow got cheese pizza, big surprise. And Emma loves tomato soup, so she didn't get an entree. She just got the soup, which works for her.
Then appetizers, we got the tuna tower and
Cream of asparagus soup
with crab meat.
and the ravioli.
Oh yeah. And
I got the ravioli to try too. The lobster ravioli. So we'll see how they are.
Bottom, you want to try some sushi?
So Caleb, how's your tuna? And I got the
Really good. The wasabi
ravioli with the, what is it? Lobster. That's right. I was going to say crab because we've been calling it crab. Pretty good. And Emma, how's your tomato soup, Emma?
It's good.
Really good. You like the croutons in it? That's good.
Unfortunately, we ended up losing some of our video, so we have photos. The rest of dinner was spectacular. We had a little visit from all the characters. They came and did a little dance party, and it was so much fun. A great way to kick off the cruise. Then after the little dance party, we had our dessert. And of course, we wanted to try everything. So we went ahead and ordered one of each. There was 6 different dessert choices, and we figured, there's 5 of us, and we can all try a little bit of each. So we got all of the different options. There's also a sugar-free option every night, which is kind of nice to have that if you need it. But all the desserts every single night were just spectacular. You cannot go wrong with any of the desserts. Even the sugar-free options were delicious. That might not be most people's first choice, but there was many of them that were really, really good. Directly after dinner, the girls headed down to the kids club for their first time that was reserved for them. So once we dropped them off the kids club, we were able to go do some adults only fun. There's plenty of trivias and 18 and older options. After we picked them back up later that night, we were exhausted, so we all headed to bed. We found that they had made some fun little towel arts for us. Every night there was a different thing. So tonight we had a little crab, and the girls' beds were turned down. Everything was organized and ready for a nice, relaxing night. Don't forget to subscribe and like our channel and hit the notification bell to get notified when our next cruise videos pop up.